Hi there, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, a love reading for Gemini. First of all, I want to apologize for any background noise. That's my fan that's on. It's extremely hot, it's summer and the heat gets severe here, so I'm not going to compromise my comfort to make a video. Okay. Besides, if I don't have adequate comfort in this regard regarding the heat, I won't be able to do a proper reading anyway. What else is there? I will leave my PayPal link in the description box if you want an extended. By now you all know about the extended readings. Send me your proof of payment via email, that I will also leave my email address, and then as soon as it reflects, I will send you the link to your extended and it will take you to your specific folder. The reading will be available for 24 hours. After that I will take it down. This is going to be an ordinary 10 card spread. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. If Luna starts barking, I apologize for that in advance as well. You all know the drill by now. Okay. Archangels, Ascended Master, Spiritual Guides, Spiritual Healers, Providers, Protectors, Universe, Cosmic Mother and Father, Source, whoever you resonate as. To my viewers, to my Gemini viewers. What do you want to allow to come through today? Please be in mind, Gemini, time is fluid. It's a constraint that was invented by us as humans. Also be in mind that my readings are for religious, non-religious, spiritual, non-spiritual, for everyone, okay? Tarot is here for everyone. You don't have to belong to a specific religion. Besides, tarot is an occultic practice, so lots of the symbolism on the specific deck is religious. On this one, okay, let's just see. What do you want to allow to come through for Gemini today? Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups usually speaks of somebody that's standing in front of different cups and they have to choose and they don't know which way to go or what they need to choose or what they want. It comes along with being indecisive, and could be because you're a Gemini, you're someone that's in your head a lot. And that's why you're indecisive about things, okay? You're an air sign. Very analytical and very analytical in your mind and how you perceive things, etc. Logical, common sense. So it would just be natural that you would be indecisive about stuff sometimes. Because you're not sure. It's not like you... I wouldn't just... Okay, this is Afrikaans word, draadsitter. Okay. If you translate it roughly into English, it just implies somebody that's sitting on the fence. It's somebody that's sitting on the fence, and this person is not necessarily taking sides because they see both perspectives from both sides, okay? They're not someone who likes to take sides because they have the ability to see both perspectives. and they see both perspectives as relevant. I don't know if I'm talking to a Gemini that is like this. Wow, like seriously. It's not everybody that's able to do this, that they are able to actually see where both parties are coming from, that they have the ability to see both perspectives, and they don't necessarily take sides because they understand that each individual, for instance, I'm going to make an example. If I'm talking to a Gemini like this, you could have friends, okay, and you may be friends with both people, with the male and the female, and they come to you with the issues. They entrust you with whatever they're experiencing in their relationship, and you're friends with both the male and the female. And like I said, you're sitting on the fence. You cannot choose sides because you actually see both the perspectives as to why there might be issues in a relationship. Okay, I hope you understand where I'm going with this. So you are able to see both perspectives, and you don't want to choose sides. That's why you could be indecisive about something. Let's just see where this reading is going. This is supposed to be a love reading, so I'm not sure where this is going. What messages do you want to allow? Give me an overall message for Gemini. What do you want to allow to come through for Gemini today? Okay. Self-creation, be the author of your own life. Self-creation, be the author of your own life. Okay, so I'm just going to fetch my water bottle quickly, okay? I don't know why. I distinctly get the feeling that you're indecisive about something, Gemini. I'm not sure what you're indecisive about. This could require you, Gemini, to be more open-minded than you usually are. You're already an open-minded person, but this is going to require you to be more open-minded because this is at the bottom of this specific oracle deck. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. It just basically implies that you need to take some other perception or perspective of something. Don't know exactly what. Okay. Scott says your self-creation. Be the author of your own life. It's like the universe is trying to tell you that you need to start to make a choice about something. I don't know, maybe I'm talking to someone that's very wishy-washy in nature. And I don't mean this as an insult, okay? It's just because of the Seven of Cups is what I mean wishy-washy. Someone, like I said, it's a person that cannot take sides because they have the ability to see both perspectives. Could be talking to a Gemini that has it's almost like I'm talking to a Gemini that's open-minded, but the universe is requiring you to be more open-minded. You see these two cards here. This is the Page of Cups and this is the Page of Swords. Okay. I mean the Ace of Swords, sorry. It's the Ace of Swords. And the page is facing the other way, away from the swords. And when you know by now the swords mean clarity, understanding, creating truth. Not creating truth, but understanding truth or knowing the truth, okay? The cups is showing a way. It's like the universe is asking you to step out of your head with something. Oh, I don't know why, okay? with the Seven of Cups as well, it's like you, the cups is away from, it's away from the swords. In other words, this page, his back is turned towards the swords. It's like you don't want to know something, or you don't want to face something. It could be that you are not honest with yourself about something, Gemini. There's some truth that you are not willing to face. And the universe is requiring you to be more open-minded. You're already open-minded, but there is something, it could be something within inside yourself, a truth in, or a reality, something that you need to face. I don't know what exactly this is, because the universe is also, it requires you to take this position as well, the hermit position. You have to go do some introspection. It's like the hermit today is requiring you to do introspection about something. It's not asking you to reflect about something. Usually when I do some readings, I say the hermit represents reflection, or someone that's taking time out to reflect about something that happened to them. But today it comes across as introspection, somebody that needs to face something within themselves, not necessarily what happened to them, but something that they need to be honest about inside of themselves. It could be that the universe is requiring you to ask yourself, or do introspection as to why you're indecisive about things or something. It could be, Gemini, like I said, there's something that you're indecisive about, there's something that you need to do introspection about. Like I said, it's like somebody sitting on the fence. They cannot choose sides, or they don't want to. It's possible that you don't want to choose sides. I'm not sure. Like I said in my previous readings, I apologize. Okay, there is construction in the background, and they busy with a hammer, and it's reverberating here. Anyway, it comes across strongly that you have to do introspection about something that you're not willing to face, or you're not willing to take a side on something. It's like you're friends with both people. I don't know if this is a you, Gemini, possibly involved in a situation, in a relationship. I just spoke about you in the beginning. I just made an example about someone seeing both sides of a situation, and they don't want to interfere. It could be I'm talking to a Gemini that's is friends with two people. They're friends with two people, and they see both people's perspective about the situation in a relationship, and they don't want to take sides, because if that's the case, Gemini, then I suggest you step aside. Okay, this is the next card. This is the Four of Wands, and you will see here, this is almost like a celebration. If you are like a third wheel on a bicycle in in a situation, and you're friends with both people, I suggest you step aside, Gemini, if this is the case, because it's not going to help the situation if you interfere, even if they approached you. I said, I suggest you be honest with these people, with this, this is probably how you saw these two people, okay? Or this is what they are usually when they're in a good place, or this couple or friends that you have. Oh my god, I don't know what the hell, Gemini. The universe is asking you, I don't know if this is you. You need to be honest about the situation and just step away from it. I suggest you speak to both parties and just tell them, look, yeah, you're both my friends. I really love both of you, and you need to sort this thing out between the two of you, and you step aside, because I feel that if you're going to interfere, you might lose both people, and I don't think you want to. So this is something that you need to be honest about to both of these people, because obviously you value both of these people. This is what you see when you see the two of them. You value both of these people so much, and this is what you see. Gemini, you're a very good friend. Like, seriously. It's beautiful that you have the ability to see both perspectives, and it's not possible for everyone to be like this. I think it's a very admirable and beautiful quality to have, to be able to see both people's perspective and not to choose sides, and to be gentle enough to tell them also with this Two of Cups, seeing that you see them as this ideal couple. I suggest you take it from a gentler approach and tell them, okay, I think you should see things from this perspective, and this is what you need to do. When you take the Queen of Swords perspective, you don't need to be harsh about the situation. This is why the Two of Cups is balancing out the situation. The universe wants to tell you to put your logic aside and to take it from a perspective, an emotional perspective, and see it from both of the perspectives. It's difficult for you to do this because comes across to me, Gemini, like you already, although you're sitting there on the fence about the situation, you already have a preconceived assumption about something and you're holding on to it. But you're not necessarily sharing it with these two people, with this Four of Coins. You already, it's with this Four of Coins, it's like you already have this preconceived I don't want to say judgment, but for lack of a better word, you already have this preconceived judgment about this specific relationship dynamic between these two people, these friends of yours. It's like you already made past judgment regarding it, and you in this regard, you're holding on to this judgment. It's almost like you're prejudice. It's like you have this prejudice, preconceived notion about, and it's like you're holding on to it, but you're not necessarily telling them about this. I almost want to say you're judgmental about the situation, but you're not necessarily telling these people about it. It's just as if you already judged both of them, and you saw that both of them are to blame in a situation, but you're not necessarily telling the people this, and you're holding on to this opinion for dear life. It's like you, it comes across strongly now that I might be talking to a Gemini that's, okay, seeing that you a friend and you're friends to both people, and this people could be in a marriage or in a very long-term relationship. It looks like people that are in a long-term relationship, you're friends with both these people. You're already, both these people spoke to you about the situation that they're experiencing, and you already have this preconceived judgment about the situation, although you haven't told him about it, and you're holding on to this judgment. It's like you're judging both of these people for the, it's almost like, I'm going to make an example. It's like you know what's coming to the mind, the word that comes to mind is bitter. This is exactly the word that's coming to mind. It comes across as someone that's very bitter. I don't know why. I'm just telling you what I pick up, okay? It could be that I'm talking to a Gemini. This person sees both parties. It could be just that I'm talking to a Gemini that was, or that is, the word that comes to mind is, the Afrikaans word that comes to mind is ontnuchter. It's like, you know what? The movie that comes to mind is Reality Bites, basically. Reality Bites. This is basically what I pick up. It's like you had this realization, and you created this opinion about relationships, and a man's contribution and a woman's contribution, and you already have this judgment about it with the Wheel of Fortune as well. It's like you already have this preconceived judgment about the situation, and you're holding on to it for dear life with this card. With the Queen of Swords as well, it's like you create, it's your truth basically, it's your specific truth. And as I always say, the truth is relative. It depends on each individual's different circumstance and stuff that they face. So this is your specific truth. It's like you have the ability to see both sides of the story, but you already judged both these people, okay? And you're holding on to this judgment, this for dear life. This is your reality. It's almost like I almost want to say you're nursing this reality that you created for yourself, and you're holding on to it. You're holding on to this. It's like an ideal. It's like an ideal that you're holding on to. This is your ideal. This is your belief. And this is something that you take with you into the future. It's like this preconceived idea that you hold on to about relationships. You take it with you into the future with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like the word that comes to mind is recycle. Every time you meet people, okay, regardless if it's males or females, you recycle this knowledge, this knowing, and you already have this preconceived judgment about it, and that's it. I don't even know how to express this. I have an idea in my head, but I have difficulty articulating myself what I'm seeing in my head. but it's like an ideal that you have, and this ideal was created by how you perceive relationships. It was possibly created by how you observed how people have relationships, etc., and you place judgment on it, and it's like you're nursing this ideal every day. You're nursing this ideal. It's like somebody nursing a wound. Also, it comes across like somebody nursing a wound, and the wound is not necessarily healed. It could be that this also, it could be that the reason why you also like this is because you also had past experiences that created this ideal. It's not only what you see, but also what you experienced yourself. Okay? And you're taking it into the future with you with the Wheel of Fortune. And you're constantly recycling it with the Wheel of Fortune, these experiences, but not necessarily with the same people, but with other people that come in your life. It could be with the Wheel of Fortune also, seeing that this thing, you see here, this is it. It's like you're recycling. It's like a wheel. It's constantly turning. It's like, I don't know how to explain this to you. It's like a record. You constantly play it over and over in your head. And because of this, it's like a tape. Oh my God, this is what's coming to mind. I don't know if you ever read the book of Dr. Phil, Self Matters. In that book, he specifically speaks about ideals and stuff, and outdated ideas or social norms or stuff that was ingrained in us about certain things, and how it becomes a tape in your head, and you replay it over and over, and you recycle it. This is the same thing. This is what I see. It's like you replaying an old tape over and over regarding relationships. It could be things that you've witnessed from other people and their relationships and what you've experienced yourself. Okay, and it's become an ideal with you. And you're taking it with you and in your future with this card as well. With the King of Wands, you're the King of Wands today. Adamant. You're adamant, this is my truth, this is my ideal, and that's it. With this King of Wands. It's like you're not budging. Which wouldn't surprise me because you are a Gemini. You are the King of Swords. So it wouldn't surprise me that you wouldn't budge from this ideal. So this is a major issue or karmic issue that you have. Anyway, you in the reading with the Ace of Wands. Like I said, you're adamant. Your mind is made up with the Ace of Wands. This is how you see everything. With the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's like it's written in stone. To you, it's written in stone. I don't know what this is that's written in stone exactly. You know yourself. Okay, so I'm going to draw a last card. Just clarify some things here for you. King of Wands here, it fell out. There's also a King of Wands here. So basically you just adamant. Your mind is made up. And you know what I also see here with this King of Wands is, it's almost like the universe wants to say to you with this King of Wands. It's like you have to understand, in order for things to work, it's like life is like a balancing act. with everything. You have to balance it out in this world that we live in. For everything to work out in this plane, you have to balance it out. It means you have to sometimes sacrifice certain things. And it's not something that the universe requires you to do unwillingly. If you want to do it, you can do it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay? So there are certain aspects when you go into relationship that you need to surrender. You need to become vulnerable. Okay? Queen of Swords. Oh my God, this is so... Wow. Queen of Swords here too. This is so weird. Anyway, this is what... The Queen of Swords here too. Is this a coincidence? I don't think so. This is like a really, really fixed ideal and belief that you have. With the Ten of Swords as well. There's a lot of swords here. Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. And then this Ten of Swords. It's like... This is what you believe. And it's like you cannot see... You see here... This man, I think it's Aldous Huxley. I don't know if you know who he is. I think so, I'm not sure. I can't think of the bat now. But you see here this woman, she has a rose, the black rose of transformation. This is, whatever this experience is here to transform you. It's here to transform you. Whatever this experience is. But I don't think you're willing. You're too adamant and set in your ways. And there's nothing much I can convince you of this. Anyway, this is not much of a love reading, Gemini. I hope this reading was helpful. Please take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.